Wake up, Biafrans. We no fit keep quiet again. Na Biafra they call all Biafrans. Make una wake up. Make every Biafran wake up today. Jihadists, terrorists they come. We don't see am oh chai. Wahala plenty oh my people.
Make una wake up.
Now, no be tomorrow. How long we go dey sleep while our people they cry? They won't kill us and carry our land.
Na so blood everywhere. No more silence, no more sleeping. Everybody wake up.
Make I talk am well, make everybody hear. This call now for everybody we be Biafra. From Rigolat,
wake up.
Offit from Calabar,
Wake up.
Ijaz from Riverside,
Wake up.
Urobos from Delta,
Wake up.
East Ekiri stand up, Igodo Migodos rise up. Different language, different name, them divide us with
artificial border.
but suffer stand up, no get right. Whether you dey abroad or you dey house, whether you get money or you no get, this matter concern I dey body, no be say don't look matter again. How long we go dey wait? Them divide. How long we go dey fear? If today we no dey house, whether you get money or you no get fit, this matter concern I dey body, no be say don't look matter again.
Wake up now. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
No be time to dey sleep. I dey body, no be say don't look matter again.
Wake up.
Our future day for our hand. Freedom no be free.
Sponsor your freedom today. Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Sponsor your freedom.
Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister
His Excellency Tinubu.
donate your money today to Biafra government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Tinubu.
Stand up together,
One voice,
one people.
one direction. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up now or never.
Pastors, make una wake up. This one no be sermon, no be preaching. Prayer na good thing, but without action, prayer no go work.
Prayer without action no be anything.
Faith without action no go fit work. Elders of the land, if house dey burn, silence no be solution. Tradition leaders, kings and chiefs, una get voice, una get influence. Freedom no be free. Pastors,
Bishops, wake up and sponsor your freedom today.
tell your church members,
Send them your money to
Biafra Republic government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister,
His Excellency Tinubu.
pastors, bishops, tradition leaders,
Wake up and donate your money.
to Biafra Republic government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency.
Tinubu.
If they take over your land, they go turn your churches to mosque. If they capture Biafra land, everybody go suffer. If they capture Biafra land, nobody go fit talk about church again. Unity na power, na action be the holy solution. Your voice get power. Stand up for your mama, stand up for your wife, stand up for your pikin. If we join hands, nobody fit conquer us. No wait for another person. Now you be Biafra they wait for.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
No be time to sleep again.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Our future day for our hand.
And just now they delay.
Stand as one.
Make them hear our wait for. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up. Now or never. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Everybody rise. No delay.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Today na the day we must choose our destiny. Our destiny day for our hand.
Biafra, a country government in exile.
Under the leadership by Prime Minister,
His Excellency Obokekudile.
now him be the only government where they work for
Mission and even future military and oil deals. I
one
mean,
voice.
One people,
look at
one
this
destiny.
and even
Together
future.
we stand.
Make nobody sleep again.
Mission and even future military and oil deals. I mean, how seriously are these groups being taken in US policy circles?
Well, serious enough that you've got people like Ted Cruz, who is the Conservative senator who chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's a big supporter of the Biafra government in exile. He's a big supporter, actually, of the Somaliland region in East Africa. And Mike Pompeo, who was the former Secretary of State, and that was under Trump's first term.
Mission and even future military and oil deals. I mean, how seriously are these groups being taken in US policy circles?
Well, serious enough that you've got people like Ted Cruz, who is the Conservative senator who chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's a big supporter of the Biafra government in exile. He's a big supporter, actually, of the Somaliland region in East Africa. And Mike Pompeo, who was the former Secretary of State, and that was under Trump's first term.
Mission and even future military and oil deals. I mean, how seriously are these groups being taken in US policy circles?
Well, serious enough that you've got people like Ted Cruz, who is the Conservative senator who chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's a big supporter of the Biafra government in exile. He's a big supporter, actually, of the Somaliland region in East Africa. And Mike Pompeo, who was the former Secretary of State, and that was under Trump's first term.
Mission and
Greetings again to my fellow countrymen and women. Please keep doing what you are doing. The Biafran people are demonstrating every Monday their readiness to exit the country called Nigeria. We call Nigeria a terrorist state because Nigeria sponsored insecurity in that region. Nigeria sponsored over 22 groups of terrorists. That is the reason why the Biafran people have voted to exit Nigeria. We are Biafrans. We are not Nigerians. We will leave Biafra. We will die as Biafra. Our forefather, generations before us are not Nigerian. Why all of a sudden are we going to be Nigerian? We are not Nigerians, we are Biafrans. And the Biafran people have demonstrated today again that no matter what, no matter any force, no matter anyhow anyone trying to stop them from sitting at home on Monday, the Freedom Day, Mondays in Biafra land is now Freedom Days. Day that we demonstrate our readiness, our willingness to leave the contraption country called Nigeria. Nigeria carried it on. We Biafran Christians, we can never allow Nigeria to Islamize us. We reject Nigeria. Kudos and congratulations to my fellow citizens in the homeland for your resolute, for your steadfastness in demonstrating, preparing for your freedom by sitting at home every Monday. You have done it today again. It don't matter whatever any of these illegitimate governors paraded themselves in our land, whether it is Soludo, whether Oti, Hopoza de Mba, it don't matter what they do. Even if they close the shops of Biafra land across Biafra, Biafran people will fight back. Biafra will resist. They cannot stop our freedom. And we want to use this opportunity to stand a strong warning to all these illegitimate governors. Your days is numbered. Your time is up. Pack your load. Leave Biafra land alone. Either you are with us or you're not with us. But if you come to kill us, if you come to destroy us, we will hold you accountable. And for my fellow citizens, is it not time to tell these evil people that is enough is enough? Is it not time to hold them accountable? Are we going to allow these individuals to hold us accountable for not doing anything wrong? Are we going to allow them to kill us all just because we want to be free? Is it not time we stop these monsters that are working for Nigerian terrorist state? Arise! My fellow citizens, wake up! Go after him who have come to take your life. Hold him accountable who have come to hold you accountable for you fighting for your freedom. Stop them before they stop you. Because our freedom is in our hand. The world is watching. The world is watching. They are watching the Biafran people. They are watching to see if we are ready to govern ourselves. If we are ready for our freedom. We see what is happening in Iran. The Iranian people have stormed the streets demanding for their freedom. Not just demanding, fighting for their freedom. Taking down the Islamic Republic that have come to kill them, to destroy them. Biafran people, it is high time we go after all these evil politicians that are working for the Nigerian terrorist state. Hold them accountable. Do whatever you can to save your life, life of your children, your generation. It's time we fight for survival. If not, this Islamic jihadist terrorists will kill us all. We are not terrorists. We are Biafran Christians. My fellow citizens, these individuals that are trying to stop you from your freedom, hold them accountable. Pierre, here, our freedom is in our hand. Here from Washington, D.C., Biafra Republic government in Israel is doing everything within its reach to make sure that the leader of the free world, United States of America, align with us and also help us in a pathway to our freedom. Because America knows what freedom is all about. America once upon a time fought for their freedom. My fellow citizens, thank you once more. You are showing your readiness by sitting at home every Monday. By so doing, you are sending a strong message to the rest of the world that you are ready for your freedom. Very soon, we will hit the street of Biafra. We will take over our territory. We will chase out anything that represents Nigerian terrorist state in our land. Thank you very much. Keep doing what you are doing. Our freedom is in our hand and it's not given. God bless Biafra Republic. God bless United States of America. Thank you.
Wake up, Biafrans. We no fit keep quiet again. Now Biafra, they call all Biafrans. Make una wake up. Make every Biafran wake up today. Jihadists, terrorists, they come. We don't see am chai. Wahala plenty, oh, my people.
Make una wake up.
Now, no be tomorrow. How long we go dey sleep while our people they cry? They won't kill us and carry our land.
Now so blood everywhere. No more silence, no more sleeping. Everybody wake up.
everybody, yeah. This call now for everybody will be Biafra. It goes from Rigolat,
Wake up,
off it from Calabar,
wake up,
it just from Riverside,
wake up,
Urobos from Delta,
wake up.
Istekiri stand up, Igodo Migodos rise up. Different language,
Abraham,
different name,
Papa,
them divide us with.
artificial border.
But suffer no get right. Whether you dey abroad or you dey house, whether you get money or you no get, this matter concern I dey but you no be see don't look matter again. How long we go dey wait? How long we go dey fear? If today we no talk, tomorrow go bet. If you fit help,
What do you they wait for?
time dey run.
Make everybody wake up now. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
No be time to dey sleep.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Our future dey for our hand. Freedom no be free.
Sponsor your freedom today. Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Sponsor your freedom.
Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister,
His Excellency Ogetukwu Dede.
donate your money today to Biafra government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister, His Excellency Ogetukwu Dede.
Stand up together,
One voice,
one people.
one direction. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up now or never.
Pastors, make una wake up. This one no be sermon, no be preaching. Prayer na good thing, but without action, prayer no go work.
Prayer without action no be anything.
Faith without action no go fit work. Elders of the land, if house dey burn, silence no be solution. Tradition leaders, kings and chiefs, una get voice, una get influence. Freedom no be free. Pastors,
Bishops, wake up and sponsor your freedom today.
tell your church members,
Donate your money to
Biafra Republic government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister,
His Excellency Ogetukwu Dede.
pastors, bishops, judicial leaders,
Wake up and donate your money.
to Biafra Republic government in exile, led by Prime Minister, His Excellency.
Ogetukwu Dede.
If them take over your land, they go turn your churches to mosque. If them capture Biafra land, everybody go suffer. If them capture Biafra land, nobody go fit talk about church again. Unity na power, na action be the holy solution. Your voice get power. Stand up for your mama. Stand up for your wife. Stand up for your pikin. If we join hands, nobody fit conquer us. No wait for another person. Now you Biafra they wait for.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
No be time to sleep again.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Our future day for our hand.
And just know they delay.
Stand as one.
Make them hear our wait for. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up now or never.
We observe a minute silence to the fallen heroes of Biafra, and the time starts now. The more our heroes past, we celebrate them. Our heroes living as we fight on to see that Biafra is fully restored. It's a greetings to everyone and greetings to lovers of Biafra, the enemies of Biafra, and those that do not want to see Biafra alive. I salute all of you, and as you join, please do us the favor of sharing and inviting other people in so that they will come and get the message. It might be late in your time, and it could be morning in another person's time. It could be afternoon, could be evening, it could be late in the night. But we must continue. Appreciate our leaders that fought for Biafra, who are no more, whose spirit and legacies and footprints continues to energize us. Your sacrifices of survival for Biafra was not in vain. And the Biafran people of today are making sure the world and Nigeria understands that it is not business as usual and that it is not 1967 that we are in. We are in 21st century. We are in 2022, 2021, 2023, 2024, 2025, 2026. And we are even entering into 2027 in no distance time. So our own dispensation is quite different. And a lot of things are going to happen in different ways. Our leaders in prison, as we speak, we salute them for their sacrifices. Our BDF and Biafrans in the homeland, we salute them all for their sacrifices because it's not easy for all of you that have paid the price for freedom and are still fighting for freedom. And we urge all Biafrans in diaspora to give more to the Biafrans in the homeland to do more of what they have to do. We salute our PM Nkere in office and his entire cabinet, de facto government cabinet, and every Biafran who is contributing all they have to make sure we move forward. Thank you all. And we say a very big appreciation to everybody that made it to Saturday town hall meeting, as a Sunday town hall meeting, and also the Saturday fundraising. We appreciate all of you for your unalloyed support. We thank you for your unwavering spirit, your togetherness, and your consistency. Yes, I did tell you all that in few months to come, that you are going to face too many mountains. And that some of those mountains are going to be that they will use the people that you are 100% emotionally attached to see if they can distort your brains. And you have all seen that played out. So I was not a prophet when I said it, but you saw that it has happened and the fulfillment of it has come. Did it stop Biafra? No, it did not stop Biafra. So I said the phase we are going into is the phase that needs people with tough minds, resilience, and consistency. And it is happening. So, as we move on today, first of all, we have to read out the official statement that the PM commented on the work that is done in Israel by one of our own. Biafra first is the key word, and the spirit of Biafra, when it catches you, you will do exploit for Biafra, even if you are in Jerusalem. And the spirit of Biafra will use you to do exploit, even when you don't know that you are being used by the spirit. So here is official statement from the office of the Prime Minister. Biafra Republic government in exile recognize and wishes to appreciate the effort of our own sister Rachel Nwosu in Israel Parliament for our selfless sacrifices to Biafra. Bringing Biafra up in Israel Parliament is a great achievement in a century. We look forward to more of this as Biafra Republic government in exile intensifies effort in Washington, D.C., U.S. Congress. Credit to Rachel Nwosu, that's her username, and all our team. It all for hashtag Biafra First. And then it is copied to Congressman Rep. James, Congressman Rep. Kit Serve, Congressman Rep. Raleigh Moore, Congressman Rep. Fine, Senator Ted Cruz Board, Senator Ted Cruz, the White House on Foreign Affairs, and the Protection Faith House, and the TL Human Rights U.S. Congress Committee. So this is the official statement, and you need to listen to what is inside the message.
Hi, good evening, everybody. This is me again, Rachel Mosul, speaking from the Israeli Parliament, the Knesset. You can see our flags, the symbol of Israel, the menorah. You can see it here. We had a very successful day today. We met many members of Parliament. We had 24 supporters of them already. And the biggest news is that next week we are going to have a special official meeting in front of all the 120 members of the Knesset, of the Parliament, all about Biafra. And I'm very happy about it. And who knows what, next week will lead us to. So I'm very soon going home, happy, tired, but very satisfied. You can see, I want to show you how the Parliament is working. Wait. can see the screen. On the screen, you can see all the photos of our 120 parliament members. And each photo that is darker than the other means that the parliament member is here. This minute they are voting for they want to vote to recruit all the Orthodox, ultra-Orthodox to join the IDF. So they are coming and going and coming and going. That's why we are spending most of the day coming and going and running after them. But thank God we succeeded. Next week we are going to have a special discussion at the Parliament. Two of the Parliament members are going to lead it for us, and I'm very happy about it. And all will be Biafra.
All hail Biafra, she said, and she said she feel fulfilled. Yes, that's the key word. She feel fulfilled when she dispatched her duty for Biafra. She feel overjoyed when she dispatched her duty for Biafra. And some of you could be saying, are you the one that sent her? No, you did not send her. Biafra is going to come with series of effort from left, right, center. Collective effort coming from left, right, center. That is why God gave us Elias, Attorney Dabiri, and the US congressmen. Are they Biafrans? No. It's God that brought them to us. And now you sleep and wake up and then you see that God is using another person in Israel to also connect the dot. So while it is happening in US Congress, it is happening in Knesset, Israel. We appreciate our effort, and this is what we want to see. This is what we long to see from every one of you that are Biafrans or even non-Biafrans. What the Biafran government in exile, what we long to see is your effort, your input in your regions and countries, strategic places which you know can bring something to the table. You don't even need to be part and parcel of the BRGIA to make your effort come to fruition. You don't need to be a cabinet member. You don't need to be the PM. You don't even need to be the lobbyist. Do something as your own sacrifice for Biafra, and then you connect the dots. You bring the lamplight out. You bring there are many people that are working under the scene. When they do something, they now bring it up, and then it connects to what we are doing. Not that when this lady is doing her own sacrifice for Biafra, you now go and start attacking her. When you saw PM Kere and Elias and the US lawmakers doing orders for Biafra, you go and attack them. The question is, what are you doing and what are you bringing to the table to connect? Like others are doing. You will see PM Kere and Elias and Attorney Dabiri now go to Congress or write a memo and post. Somebody will come out and say, Elias and Kere are sacked. They are criminals. Attorney Dabiri, they are criminals. They do not represent Biafra. You that say you represent Biafra, what are you doing? What are you bringing to the table so that people can see? You that claim that Biafra belongs to only you. You are the only one that represents Biafra. What are you bringing to the table? What have you put up that people are seeing as evidences? You should not be wasting your time fighting this lady, or you should not be wasting your time fighting Attorney Dabiri and Elias, or the PM Kere and the entire cabinet of BRJ, when you see their evidence work speaking out every day. Everybody are confessing of their work. And now you see another person which you did not know coming out with another lamplight from where? Israel. Biafra first. I'm telling all of you, Any day, all of you, even those that are working to destroy this BRG, if you turn your waist tomorrow and then you go and start bringing food on the table like this, that will metamorphose the effort of BRGI to the next height. You will be praised. Yes, you will be acknowledged. You will be recognized. Ask all these architect one where they social medias now. All of them that now claims they are independent medias. Every day they open their social media account. All they talk about is Elias Nkere, Sonny, BRJ. Elias Nkere, Sonny, BRJ. You're looking for how BRJ will fall under the watch of Nkere. Yeah? And then some of you are even praying and dancing and say, yes, I am happy that when BDF came to speak, they say they don't recognize Nkere as their people, that they only have one prime minister inside prison. That is the one leading them from prison. Can't you hear how stupid you are? If you yourself don't recognize BRGI APM, is it somebody that is being recognized by the US Congress that you're talking about? Eh? Does it need your own recognition? You that sit down before the computer and you're shouting, wah, 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 wah. He doesn't need your recognition. Even if you're in the homeland, you say you don't recognize PM Kere. He doesn't need your recognition. Yes. Because the Nigeria that he is fighting against are already recognizing him as a threat. Nigeria government are crying in the National Assembly, in the presidency, in Aso Rock, and in the north. And all of you there, you see in the homeland, you understand that Nigerian government are crying about what BRJ are doing in Washington, D.C. Everything that is happening to Nigeria today is BRJ that activated it with the congressional testimony and all the evidences that they are presenting every day in every meeting and engagement and the congressional briefing. So we don't need you even from my village to even recognize me. Yes, because they say, prophet will no get respect for your hometown. They say, other people, they travel, go, they look for them for healing and anointing. But those who know you for village, they go say they don't respect you. How many of you did respect Mazi Simon Ekpa? How many of you did respect Mazi Namdekano or recognize what he was doing, all his sacrifice, or even Ojuku or Philip Effiong? Were you not all the people that were fighting them? So, but the people that were writing history, if you go to Oxford University now, if you go to all Harvard University, if you go to all the universities in the world, you will see where they write the good works of Ojuku and Philip Effiong, and then they stockpile it like this. People are paying money to go and read, to hear of the sacrifices and their heroic nature. But you that knew their papa, knew their mama, you don't give credence to them. So we appreciate our sister Rachel Nwosu, and we pray that God continue to open more ways for her and her team in Israel. Because it's not only my own effort alone that will bring Biafra. Your own divergent effort from different forms will work. At the end of the day, after you connect, I am here connecting, you are there connecting, PM is there connecting, Elias is there connecting, Anthony Dabiri is there connecting. Every PRGIA cabinet members are there connecting in different forms and ways. At the end of the day, all this effort and result will converge. They will converge. But while they are working, they are diverging to go and get the effort. They are diverging to go and get the effort done. At the end of the day, they come back to converge. They come back to converge for the total result. So, do what you know how to do to contribute your own effort to Biafra. This is someone that was not born in Biafra land. But since some of you have become useless as Biafrans, when you look at all the Biafran senators and ministers and governors, they are licking the nyash of Fulani terrorists. while Tinubu is paying the terrorists 2 billion naira plus a condition to release their Boko Haram commanders. This is the money that Tinubu is paying to Boko Haram terrorists before they release the 230 something babies, women, and children that were kidnapped in a church and in a school. But you, fellow Biafran like me, who is inside Nigeria, serving under Nigerian parliament, you are digging the grave of your brothers. Soludo is shutting down schools and markets. Soludo is shutting down business centers of Biafrans. Why? Because he wants to remain a slave. But you see, a non-Biafran, God is using a non-Biafran now to do wonders for you. Since some of you, God has identified that some of you that claims to be Biafra, that some of you, you use your platform, you open it from morning to night just to castigate and to destroy the effort of BRJ. Yes, God has already identified some of you as being a curse and useless. That is why he is beginning to even make use of people that were not even born inside Biafra land. That is why you see Elias so committed for this Biafra restoration than you is coming to sit down with Ngozi and say, anytime you see that BRJ is making one step, you will use 5 steps to destroy their effort as far as they want to go and restore Biafra. That is what a Biafran is opening their mouth to say, while a non-Biafran that God brought is making efforts to open your ways for you. And so God is identifying that some of you are on course. Some of you were course. And so he's identifying those that do not have the curses on them. And then aligning with even those that are not Biafra born. That were not born inside Biafra land. He's using some of them now to start aligning things for Biafra. Because he said he will do it in such a way that you will not see as your own glory, but to the glory of Chukwu Okike. So we appreciate and we welcome this very good effort of Honorable Rachel Nwosu in Israel. Biafrans, support anyone that you see that is bringing 1 or 2 to the table for Biafra. The message is hashtag Biafra first. Hashtag Biafra first. When we had that Joseph, that accountability group brought, say they want to pay the person to go, that is going to release our prime minister tomorrow, Simon Agba. We did not have any problem with it. We said, ekere. If you have divided labor and you're giving to Joseph, fine and good. Give Joseph everything that he needs. Until Joseph came out and then told them, I am not a Finland lawyer. I do not know anything. I don't want to claim. I don't want to lie. It's only the grace of God that will do it. when somebody starts telling you need only the grace of God, it's only God that will do it. You see, when Rachel Nwosu was talking here from the Israeli parliament, she did not say she waited for the grace of God. She did not say she waited for the grace of God. When Attorney Dabiri and Lobbies Elias are working and connecting BRJ PM with cabinet to the US Congress, they did not say they are waiting for God to come and open the door. They make their effort. They crack the walls and the doors. They break through. And then they make it happen. And you can hear Rachel say, I am satisfied. Yes. That for the first attempt that she has made and she got it through, she is satisfied that she has fulfilled her dream. That is somebody that has a dream and then is working on that dream. and then put all our effort into the dream to make it happen without coming back or pushing it back to all of you, the responsibility, and telling you people, go and start doing prayer. Now, prayer, go do it. All of you have been praying in Nigeria since 1900, coming down. Has the prayer stopped the Boko Haram terrorists? There is time for prayer, and there is time to use weapon. So when the terrorists are using weapon and coming, you go and pick weapon. When they are doing prayer, also go and do prayer. But you don't mix the prayer and the physical weapon when it is time to use physical weapon. No. It means you don't understand the differences of timing. When they say there is time for everything, time for war and time for peace, time to marry and time to be very, very brutal. So, appreciations to Honorable Rachel Nwosu for her sacrifice. And we are asking everybody to go and start doing something to bring their result. Yes, because Ogenkere with BRJ, they have been doing something and they are showing their result. You, what are you doing? Now, Rachel Nwosu just surprised some of you here now. If you were working something without letting somebody know and then you bring it up like this, it will be a very good one. But some of you are not doing anything. You're just waiting to see what Okenkere will do. And Elias and Attorney Dabiri and BRJ and the defense forces. Then you wake up and then you start attacking them. Whoa! Start attacking them. Whoa! But what have you done? You see, we all went to Lati in 2024 November. So now I'm going to ask a question. We all went to Lati in 2024 November, right? Then now there is a question. Since we all went to Lati in 2024 November, we went to Lati to do something, right? All right. I believe we went to Lati to do something. We went to Lati to do something in 2024. And I am asking a question now. Since we went to Lati in 2024 November to do something, and that thing that we went to do is a Biafra declaration. Now, I want everybody to look at the screen. We went to Lati in 2024 November, December to do the declaration. Now, I want all of you to look at this. Look at this. All of you should look. I believe you all listen, right? We went to Lati 2024 November to declare Biafra. We all sang, we spoke, we declared, we read everything. Even as I was not allowed to pass the airport, I also read and spoke from my location. And the videos are there. And the spirit and the rhythm of the day was very high. Now, after we all finish the declaration on 2nd of December, I want to ask all of you, what have you brought to the table? What have you done for BRGI, for Biafra, since after you returned from Lati 2024? What have you achieved or what have you done? What have you done for Biafra since you returned from this big convention that we gathered in Lati? You see the numbers of people in the hall? You saw the declaration document of over 517 delegates. I'm asking all of you, since you returned from this convention, what have you done for Biafra? And how have you supported Biafra since then? And what are you doing for Biafra? Are you seated on the fence? Are you joining forces with those that are working to tear down the effort of BRJ? It is BRJ that took us here. Everything done here is BRJ. The BRJ is still standing and has not completed its aims and objective yet. The BRJ is still on what it's doing and in Washington, D.C. The BRJ is still making effort day and day to see that everything is in order, that we continue from what we started. My very simple question is, what have you done for BRGI, for Biafra, after this very convention? Look at yourself and look the video and clap for yourself that you made it to Lati. But since you came back, how and where and what are you doing for the BRGI? What are you doing for the Biafran cause? How are you working to tear it down to pieces? Okay, Nkere is working so hard with the BRGI cabinet to continue the diplomatic, political, and international in Washington, D.C. And all of you will be using it to do caricature every day. Now, today, you sleep and wake up and then you see Rachel Nwosu doing the same political, diplomatic, and international work in the Israeli parliament. What are you going to call her now? Are you going to start celebrating her, or you will start attacking her the same way you used to attack Okenkere and Elias and Attorney Dabiri and the BRJ lobbyist? Are you going to call her a criminal the same way you used to call Okenkere a criminal and Elias and Attorney Dabiri? Are you going to call her criminal because of fighting for your Biafra? She is not even a Biafran. Just like Elias is offering his own services, that is how she is offering her own services for Biafra, sacrificing what she has and what she knows how to do for Biafra, her personal sacrifice for Biafra. Are you the one telling her what to do? Are you the one that is teaching her? No. God is using strangers to actually speak for the innocent babies, women, and children Biafran that are slaughtered on a daily basis. Since you that God has given money, God has given riches, God has given opportunity to have utilized what you have to make Biafra to come. Since you have started to become useless because of your hatred, backstabbing, jealousy, and evil, which you cannot keep it aside. All of you wants to be in charge. This one want to answer. Oh, why should it be Nkere? Why should it be Ujuku? Why should it be Philip Effiong? Why should it be Simon? Why should it be Mazen Amdekano? So instead of that, you will work so hard to destroy. So, what have you done since after you returned from this convention? And how is your effort moving the Biafran cause forward instead of dragging it backward? Where is your contribution going? None of you contributed anything to Rachel Nwosu's effort in the Israeli parliament. And she's coming out successful. That is to tell you that if you all decide not to support Okenkere with all the sacrifices in the US parliament with Elias and Attorney Dabiri, God will still raise people that will stand beside them and make it happen. You see, at times I weep for myself because I did Africa. I just ask God, say, maybe did you even put me in this Africa for a reason? Maybe if you had put me in America or Europe before now, maybe the way I would have been brutal, something else would have happened earlier. Maybe that is why you say I should stay in Africa first before I will later get down to US or EU or UK. Yes, because I am longing to have the income that I will be able to use to support this Biafra without even calling some of you. Yes, without calling some of you. Yes. We don't need everybody to make this Biafra come to actualization. We need just few people that are committed. People that are committed and ready to bring out their hard-earned money selflessly. Not that you bring it to today, tomorrow you start regretting. No. You know what it means that somebody is working and is having joy in what he's doing, putting all his money to make sure this Biafra is actualized. As he's putting it, he's seeing the result. As putting it, he's seeing the result. If we have like 50 committed like that, the work will be very easy for the PM. When he's looking for 20,000 a Gemma, and then he see that one person is able to bring 5,000, another person is able to bring 2,000, another person is able to bring 3,000, another person is able to bring 4,000, another person is able to bring 1,000, another person is able to bring 3, another one is bringing 1, another one is bringing 4. That is why you people hear me, I want to be in Europe or America or UK tomorrow. No, because in Africa that I am, if I work for the next 10 years, I will not make the money that I need to make to support this Biafra the way I want it. Because the pay in Africa is very low. Yes. But in Europe, in the Western world now, you work and you count the money by hour. So if I am working a job that is paying me, let's say minimal, $15 or 15 euro per hour. Then if I want to support Biafra and then I say, this very month or this very week, I want to donate 500 or 1,000. Then I close my eye and say every day, for the next 7 days, I want to work 12 hours or 10 hours or 15. I know the reason I am doing it because I want to sacrifice that money for a particular purpose. There are people that are doing it to be able to make it up. Most especially our ladies, our women. Why some of the men rather engage in gossiping? Yes. Nowadays, the men engage in gossiping more than the women. The women will be thinking of extending their shift. They can have more money to support Biafra. While you will be seeing some men engaging in gossiping, thinking of how to backstab another person. They're the one that will even lure the women into it. When the women are having their mind going straight, just focusing, longing for this Biafra with all their life, they are ready to extend their shift to make 12 hours, 15 hours, so that they can be able to get money to pay and support the Biafran cause in the next fundraising or town hall meeting. The men will be calculating how they will start doing sabotage. Men will be calling other men to see how they will start sabotaging the effort of others. What have you done and what have you contributed after since after this very convention? Since after this very convention, what have you done? And how have you contributed? And where are you taking the Biafran cause to? When somebody is seated at a far place and down doing something and then result is coming. Okay, Nkere and Elias and BRJ and Atona Kabira has been doing that, is here with you every day. You hate him with passion, as if you want to kill him. As if you want to kill him, as if he is collecting your money. He is even using his own money to put into the Biafra. And then he can't pain you. He pain you, say, BRJ is getting success. He pain some of you and say, we are getting success and we are making exploit. So those that wanted to kill us are even the one giving the testimony and asking, how effective is this Biafra in the US policy circles? Here are questions that those that wanted us to fail are asking. Then those that actually went into the bush alongside with us to say they are going in for hunting, they are now looking for our ways and manners of failing. They don't want to bring their money and come and support. They want to sit down on the fence and see that Okenkere will fail. No, Okenkere will not fail. It is not Okenkere that will fail. It is you that will fail. Because maybe the next Fulani terrorists that will kidnap people will kidnap your families. Yes. Maybe the next Fulani terrorist that will kidnap people is your own immediate family that they will kidnap. While Okenkere is sacrificing his life to see, sacrificing his money, sacrificing everything he has to see that your cause and your case is spoken of and is heard in Washington, D.C., and making sure that every help he can render to Biafrans in the homeland to defend themselves, that they are doing it. But you are sitting down to look for how Okenkere can be destroyed. I am asking you, what have you done for Biafra? What have you done for BRJ since after the convention? This is Rachel Nwozu from where? Israel. And she is here. Maybe she did not even follow you people to Latin convention. But what has she done? She has done from morning till night. And what you are doing is Okenkere, Sonny, Okenkere, Sonny, Okenkere, Sonny, BRJ. You're shouting wow, 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 wow. From morning to night, you're shouting wow, 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 wow. Your program from morning to night is Sonny and Okenkere. Throughout 2025, January to December, your program is about Sonny and Okenkere and Elias and Tony Dabiri and BRJ. That is your problem. That is your program. You don't have direction. You don't have any other thing that you're doing. So we're asking, It's like internet is knocking some of you out because the numbers here were plenty, but all of a sudden it's shifting. So try to refresh and then come back in.
In US policy circles.
Well, serious enough that you've got people like Ted Cruz, who is the conservative senator who chairs the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. He's a big supporter of the Biafra government in exile. He's a big supporter, actually, of the Somaliland region in East Africa. And Mike Pompeo, who was the former Secretary of State, and that was under Trump's first term.
And even future military and oil deals. I mean, how seriously are these groups being taken in US policy circles?
Well, serious enough that you've got people like Ted Cruz, who is the conservative.
Now, how effective are these Biafra people taken in US policy circles? You see, the congressman here, Congressman Rep. James, this is the congressman that PM Okenkere has had several meetings with him and educated him on Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case and Mazi Simon Ekpa's case. Can you see it? So, on him being educated so well, he understands the issue of Biafra, the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the issue of Mazi Simon Ekpa. So he was able to bring up the case while he was speaking on the 20th of November, the same day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to death and life imprisonment, live from Nigerian court. Can you see how he got synchronized and was working with the line of events? He did not speak the next day or the 3-4 days. The same day, he was quoting and explaining to the US Congress what Nigerian government have done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a Biafran leader, because of his quest for defending the Biafrans against the Christian genocide and because of his identity as a Biafran. If Okenkere did not educate and engage these US policymakers, will the US policymaker be able to know and to bring up Biafra issue in that Congress? When this happened, all of you did not give credence to BRJ or Kenkere. Congressional briefing was held. All of you used it to do caricature. Congressional testimony was held. You guys used it to do caricature. It is not Fulani that use it to do caricature. It is not Hausa. It is not Yoruba. No. Which people use it to do caricature? Fellow Biafrans. They use their social media platforms. They attack and use it to do caricature. I want to see any of you that will go and use Rachel Nwosu to do caricature in the social media for her fighting for your Biafra. Then you will know that the ancestral curse that I said many of you will curse from your mother's womb is something that nobody will even clean it off from your generations. Even as I speak, if I open Rachel Nwosu's Twitter account to see where she posted about this achievement in Israel, you can see that there are people there in the comment section who are answering Biafran names. They are the ones attacking the woman. And the woman is like, oh, she's also seeing what Okenkere has been facing in your hands. That someone who is not a Biafran is offering her services for Biafra. You did not pay her, you did not send her, and then she went to do something for you. And now, the gratification that you're supposed to get is to come and be laying curses on her and attacking her on the comment section. That's why I say some of you, you were caught from your mother's womb. Some of you were caught from your mother's womb. Yes. And you need God Almighty to see whether you can be delivered. And I don't think that God Almighty will even like to deliver some of you in this generation. Maybe He will leave it for another generation that will come maybe in the next 100 years. Because some of you have been mapped for destruction already. Now, Soludo, all of you should look at Soludo. The Soludo who is fighting, the Soludo who is fighting,
Sure. If I were
the Soludo who is fighting against, the Soludo who is fighting against the sit at home today. Listen to the hymn. Oh. This is the Soludo that is fighting against the sit at home today, who is locking market of Biafrans. Is locking market of Biafrans. While Tinubu is paying Boko Haram terrorists 2 billion naira. And the Boko Haram terrorist gives him a condition that he must release some of his commanders. And he released after collecting the money. But a useless fool like this is coming to Biafra land to lock Biafra land, lock their market, lock their schools, lock their shops. Why? Because they are speaking for Biafra. Because they are protesting for Biafra. Whereas Boko Haram is protesting for jihad, is protesting for conquest and Islamic agenda to conquer Nigeria. And they give condition to Nigerian government. And Nigerian government are paying them 2 billion naira before they could release the babies that were kidnapped in church. 2 billion naira. And they also give them conditions and say, you must release some of our commanders. They release and sign document. Anytime you hear that they kidnap, a lot of money needs to be paid. And then there are some of their Boko Haram commanders that may have been arrested before that are inside their detention, which they have to release them. Now, when you all heard that, they say 177 Boko Haram terrorists have completed repentance program. There is nothing like complete repentance program. These are people that were inside prison or they were arrested before and locked up. Now, the Boko Haram terrorists have given Nigerian government a condition that they should give them some money for the few numbers of people that were kidnapped maybe in a particular community, that if they don't give them, they are going to invade another community. So they must release a certain numbers of their Boko Haram members and then give them like 2 billion naira, just like this one that you heard here. The next thing that you will hear from Nigerian government is that 177 Boko Haram members have completed rehabilitation program. That is how it is done. That is how the deal is sealed. They will release. But listen to this idiot.
President Buhari, quite honestly. Sure. If I were President Buhari, quite honestly, I would be very suspicious of anyone who advises me to ignore the Biafra nation. I'd be very suspicious. Anybody who says that is either ignorant or being mischievous or quite patently doesn't mean well for the government itself. It probably wants the same government to repeat the mistakes of the past so that it could lead it down the drain. We must start learning this one. So let's talk Biafra. Sure. If I were President Buhari, quite honestly, I would be very suspicious of anyone who advises me to ignore the Biafra nation. I'd be very suspicious.
So now that people are advising him to fight Biafra now, is he not being suspicious of those people in his government? No, he will not be suspicious now because money has changed hands. What he's looking at is the monetary value. He's not looking at integrity. He's not looking at fostering war. Mhm. He's not looking at making Biafra to even escalate. This is the person that told you people here in this video that we must learn, that we must engage the Biafran people, that when you use guns and bullets to go after them, that you don't want peace, that the ideology of Biafra is more than guns and bullets. To every money that Boko Haram terrorists is paid, that money is meant to expand their conquest, to acquire more weapons, and to expand their reach of coverage. If they were capturing one place today, as you now give them 2 billion naira, they are going to capture another place and go further. When they are coming back to attack, they are going to attack more than 100 communities at a time because their members will increase, their weapons will also be enough and increase for everybody to use and attack. This is Soludo. What he's doing today is to now go after shutting down market. Listen to him again so that you know how God.
Sure. If I were President Buhari, quite honestly, I would be very.
So that when they ask you, how is God punishing some of you, you will now know from where the problem is coming from. Listen.
Sure. If I were President Buhari, quite honestly, I would be very suspicious of anyone who advises me to ignore the Biafra nation. I'd be very suspicious. Anybody who says that is either ignorant or being mischievous or quite patently doesn't mean well for the government itself. It probably wants the same government to repeat the mistakes of the past so that it could lead it down the drain. We must start learning this one. So let's talk Biafra. Sure.
We must start learning and we must not repeat the mistakes of the past. So, Soludo, are you repeating the mistakes of the past? He will not be able to answer you now. He won't be able to answer you now whether he's trying to repeat the mistakes of the past. But let me bring another video here. This is excerpt of today's sit at home. Listen to Soludo handwork here.
The market, and this market is a government-owned market. You must open the market. If you are not open the market, you're protecting the effort of the state. For this sabotage that you people have been repeated today, it seems that some of you still want to from today till the next week Monday, then you people are playing or whatever you want to do, you can continue and go and have that content. Till next week Monday. Next week Monday, I tell you, we are going to shut this market down. Next week Monday, we are going to do whatever you want. By tomorrow, this market will stay closed as it is today until on the election. I'm not here to we have the freedom to speak.
Can you see them now? Can you see them? If you ask them now, are you looking for trouble or are you causing trouble now? They won't be able to answer you because they said in their message that anybody that is fighting Biafra, that he doesn't want peace. So are you sounding the drum of war? Soludo. There's another one he did though. He said he's going to lock schools. because now this is an update from here.
Anyị mapụtakwa ka anyị baa moto. Ọ bụ shop, anyị matara ka anyị baa moto. Anyị eje shop anyị na main market. Since one na anyị nọ here, gwe ofu pụrụ onye, anyị afụghị moto. Anyị afụghị moto. Ịtụ ma ndị na-arụ ụzọ. Ndị nwa na-arụ gota ma ndị na-arụ ụzọ. Nwa nke ha nje nwa onye n'ọrụ taa. Which means onye ndị ọbụla na-respect bụ sit at home. Ma ndị na-arụ okporo ụzọ. Onwe ofu mkpụrụ onye anyị fụrụ taa. Anyị afụ moto anyị ji eje ahịa. Ka ihe anyị ga-eme? Ọ bụkwa na gọọmenti ewepụta moto every Monday ha bịa ebukọrọ anyị na-ebujesi anyị ahịa nsogbu adịghị na-ebujesi anyị shọpụ anyị niile negasị ya almost 30 minutes ka anyị kwụ ebe anyị na-eche moto nke gwukwara afụna na anyị na-abụ ụtụtụ Monday anyị mapụtakwa ka anyị baa moto.
So people that are supposed to walk the road, they are observing sit at home. Even the government cars are observing the sit at home, the Biafra Freedom Day. Who do you think is not aware or cognizant with the reality of Biafra in Biafra territory now? Who? All right. So all of you must feel and understand it. This one now, they say Soludo say he is going to shut down schools because of Biafra. You see, when God wants to make you mad, He will first allow you to go naked. You see, why Soludo is fighting Biafrans because of Biafra? In Plateau, people are burying dead bodies. See it here.
Jay, what about genocide? Who the woman court, what court, the murder of by the business be any very evidence. So evidence, doctor, are satisfied. Chewa ga irikunda baku, the would have no ha. Then the members of Africa, Barakan in Palestine.
These are dead bodies that you see here. These are dead bodies that they put leaves on the ground. So these are dead bodies that Fulani terrorists have slaughtered and slitted their throat. If these people were observing sit at home of Biafra and being cognizant with the security threat, will these terrorists slaughter them like this in their sleeps? No. They will form a defense mechanism. They will have a security network that will fight for them and push the terrorists away. Our governors and senators and ministers are not happy that we have BDF to push the terrorists away. So that is why they are fighting Biafra with everything they have. I just wish they can intensify their madness. If they are able to intensify their madness and then bring their madness out, so that if they want to shut their National Assembly down, if they want to shut their State Assembly, they want to shut schools, they want to shut market, if they want to shut filling station, if they want to shut churches, these people don't understand how the popular uprising work and how the freedom of Biafrans will come. God will use your hands to attempt to shut every market because of Biafra. God will use your hand to attempt to shut every churches, every schools, every businesses, every offices, every filling stations. And then something will happen. Those that were not even enraged before, they will become super enraged. They will join the street. That is when you will get to understand that people can burn cars on the street with anger. People can burn those shops and burn the gas stations and then start using the cars and buses that they set fires ablaze to block the road. Let us see how you will now ply the same road again. I think you say you'll be Soludo, or you say you'll be governors of Nigeria. Since you'll be governor of Nigeria, by the time you will now block the road, block the food market, block the church, block the schools, because you say you are governor, you are ministers and senators, and you don't want the people to observe Biafra Freedom Day because of Biafra. You want all of them to obey you as the Idi Amin of Enugu, Idi Amin of Anambra, Idi Amin of Abia, Idi Amin of Aba, Idi Amin of Imo, Idi Amin of Ebonyi, Idi Amin of Calabar, Idi Amin of Rivers, Idi Amin of Delta or Bayelsa, Idi Amin of Akwa Ibom. That is when you will get to understand that there is fire that is burning in people and that they are just waiting for one connection. Yes. Shut everything. Go and shut schools. You people forget that you are just one person. Oh. Governor, you are just one person. Deputy governor, you are one person. Your ministry of finance or road and transport and whatever, fire service or police division, all this and that. You people are not more than the citizen. Oh. It will only take Molo cocktails. It will take only Molo cocktails. It will take only Molotov for them to use and then light up all the cars that they see on the road. And then light up the government house. It will take only Molotov. You see what is happening in Mexico. You see what is happening in Ukraine. You see what happened in Nepal. You see what happened in Venezuela. You see what happened in Iran. It will take only Molotov cocktail. That is what the people would need. Only just a Molotov cocktail. They will just need to throw it inside the cars that you see. Throw it into the gas stations. Throw it into the buses. Throw it into the buildings where they need to engage you people. By the time the thing now become fire and then start burning some of you inside those places, I will see whether the gun you have that has 50 bullets will be able to kill over 1,000 people. Fire will be burning you and you'll be gnashing your teeth trying to escape. You cannot escape. Everything is not gra. I want you people to bring out the real madness. So when you bring out the real madness, that is when you will provoke some people that are not even joining the youth you see on the street now. Yes, because very soon they are going to march. And the way you people are provoking them every day like this, the thing is piling up, is getting to their neck. By the time they will march, there is no amount of AK-47 or armor tankers that will stop them in what they want to do. They will march and evict all of you and get the Biafra once and for all. So, sometimes God is using Pharaoh to actually pave the way for the full actualization of the freedom of the Israelites. Yes. So, what I will tell Biafran people is that be resilient, be persistent, and be consistent. Yes. Because BRGIE, the de facto government, and every Biafran, they are shoulder to shoulder with you. They are solidly behind you. You go nowhere and we go nowhere. It is this Biafra that we came for, and we are here, and we will get it. If we don't get it, we go nowhere. Yes, we appreciate and salute Biafrans for the Biafra Freedom Day successful observance today. It is what history will continue to speak of us. And those that did not understand the significance, very soon, they will understand better. Yes, continue to watch. You will understand better with time.
ndị be anyị ekele m unu udo dịrị unu nke onye chi ya zero ọnụ ọbụla na-asụ nnọọ a sị onye chi ya zero a sị ya gaziere onye ọbụla ndụ ndụ nka nke isi ya wikpu nka n'ebe onye ọbụla bụ ọnụ na-asụ nnọọ nọ mana o nwere ofu ihe m chọrọ ka m dụrọpụ ka m gwa ndị be anyị bụ ndị Igbo ihe ọ ga-eme anyị n'ole anyị amara n'ole ha many years dị ihe eji lụta agha 1970 agha bere Igbo ka njikere m ụnụ ndị Igbo mmadụ one batagoro na presidency mmadụ one bụ ndị Igbo chigoro obodo a bụ Nigeria ọya dị iche iche ọtụtụ ọya dị iche iche na Nigeria na-aya kịta echere m na ọya na ha ya asọsidi na ọya ji ha eburu ha jee na hospital agwọta ha buru ha jee na omenala agwọta ha ka ebe ọzọ unu chere na ya agwọta Nigeria ọya na ya ndị be anyị o wee bụrụ na ndị be anyị bụ ndị kpatara ego si na ha kpatara ego obodo ha kpatara ego were uche ọ na-abụ onye nyere ego anaghị uche ka m gwa unu nke bụ eziokwu ka m gwa unu hoo ha ọnọdụ a ndị be anyị nọ na this country now ọ bụ na o nwere onye ọ na-atọ ụtọ ọ da atọ m ụtọ obi adịrọ m mma mana ka m gwa unu nke bụ eziokwu onye ọbụla bụ ọnụ na-asụ nnọọ si na ọchịchị obodo a dị ya mma nchọtụ ka m gbuwa okwu a ka o doo onye ọbụla anya onye ọbụla bụ ọnụ na-asụ nnọọ bụ onye Igbo na-asọpọtụ APC of 18 nkịta gbara nne onye ahụ wee mụta ya onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo o sị na ya na-asọpọtụ APC ka ọ chịkwakwa anyị ọzọ nkịta gbara nne onye ahụ wee mụta ya chekie na ọ bụghị ọbara onye Igbo ka o bụ ya jụọ nne ya ka esiri mụ ya ka nne ya gwa ya ka esiri mụ ya na nwaanyị ma onye m nwa o nwere onye ọbụla na-eku ume bụ onye Igbo ya sị na ọnọdụ anyị nọ taa na ọ dị ya mma n'ahụ onwe onye ọ bụ ya kulite kwuo ọbụnagodi ndị enyere ọya iwe edu ahụ afọ ha bụ onye Igbo enyeghị ego nyeghị ego anọkọta dọrọ azọsịa gị afọ anapụtaghị ụfọdụ anakọrọ ha ncha ụfọdụ ka esiziri paspọtụ ha hesi ịbụ onye Igbo ị nwere tose iben ma ndị be anyị pụta abụọ karakara na ha ya azọ nke azọ nta azụ ime na Naịjirịa ọ kara m onye ọbụla lakpa obi ịchọ ihe ọbụla anyị na-aba anyị bụ Biafra anyị azọba ihe anyị ga-azọ anyị ma ndị ya achị anyị na Biafra anyị ma ndị mere ofuma ya achịnwu anyị na Biafra anyị ma ndị ya eme anyị mma na Biafra anyị ma ndị ọya aba ihe presidency ha achị anyị mma ndị niile ọbara Naịjirịa bagara ahụ ama nsumelu gọọmenti Biafra otu a nkwurie ka ọ dị emekwanụ.
That one was a very short one. For those of you that understood what he said, it's time to focus on Biafra and forget APC that is not working for you. I salute all Biafrans, and time will not permit us to open the studio for others to join because of the late time here. The late time here is already sparking concerns. But let's bring something to the screen before we call it a day. I think we still have like 5 minutes more. Okay, this is the Tinubu government of Nigeria. Tinubu government paid 2 billion naira ransom to Boko Haram terrorists for St. Mary's people's release. How many of you were aware? Many of you did not know. So listen to it here. You all saw that St. Mary's children were released. And we were asking the question, how much was paid before they were released? It is from the same National Assembly of Nigeria that they said they are passing a bill that nobody should pay ransom to Boko Haram terrorists. Same National Assembly of Nigeria. And then the Nigerian government are actually the one paying the ransom. And the terrorists gave them conditions to also release their own from prison. And they did. So now let's read the news because Found Yash don't open now. And the American government have made a committee that was set up by the president, Donald Trump, has given their remarks and their recommendations after they had visited Nigeria to see people dying in IDP camps and more dead bodies emanating from Nigeria in the hands of Boko Haram terrorists. They have given their recommendations. But this is what you see on the screen. That the Boko Haram terrorists had demanded $7 million in exchange for these pupils. And they also demanded some of their own commanders in the hands of Nigerian government to be released to them. While on the 22nd of December 2022, Nigerian officials celebrated what they describe as rescue effort that led to the return of the pupils and staff of St. Mary's. But this report claims the true narrative was quite different. Now, see, three sources told AFP that the government flew the money on helicopter to Boko Haram stronghold in Goza, northeastern Borno State, and delivered it to Ali Ngude, a militant commander in the area. Owing to network issues in the area, Ngude had to enter Cameroon, a country the area shares a border with, to confirm receipt of the money. Afterwards, the terrorists released 100 children. These are the 100 children which you saw them released the day that the US government officials had visited Nigeria. They released it to use it to do brainwash. Can you see that? So that the US government now recommended them. And you remember when Raleigh Moore wrote and said he recommend Nigerian government for their effort to have released so far 100 children. Then we were asking, how much was paid behind the scene? Raleigh Moore will be shocked now to hear that 100 billion naira or 2 billion naira was paid, and many Boko Haram commanders in detention of Nigeria was paid before those children were swapped for the release. The mass abduction occurred on 21st November 2025 in Papiri, central Niger State, with almost 300 victims. About 50 of them escaped during the kidnapping. The government has never admitted to paying anything to the terrorists, who have taken credit for several terror attacks in the country, including the infamous Chibok abduction in 2014. FIJ further explained that although the exact ransom payment is unknown, the newspaper said that after the National Security Advisor's Office negotiated for 2 weeks, sources in the intelligence department who are privy to the discourse told them that the terrorists demanded 40 million naira per head, amounting to $7 million. But others said the government eventually paid 2 billion naira. The NSA's office refused to respond to AFP's question, and the State Security Service simply said the government does not pay ransoms. The incident occurred amid public statement by Donald Trump about genocide against Christians in Nigeria, and the U.S. resolved to intervene. A month later, the U.S. bombed an area in Sokoto. They will continue to deny and deny and deny and deny. But the source brought this information out of the Senate, the Security Council of the Presidency there, because it is what they have to do to make it happen. So that is what you need to understand if you forgot about what Nigeria is. And coming down here, let us read the recommendations from the US government on what they need to do to Nigeria. This is what the US government team that were sent to do investigation in Nigeria and get back to the White House to tell what is recommended after viewing the situation and what is recommended. So, appropriators deliver joint report on Christian persecution in Nigeria to the White House. Here reads, February 23, 2026, press release. Washington, D.C., following President Trump's call to action and redesignation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern, CPC, the House Appropriations Committee and House Foreign Affairs Committee delivered a joint report on the persecution of Christians in Nigeria to the White House. The findings follow a comprehensive investigation that included interviews with expert witnesses, a hearing and a roundtable, two on-the-ground assessment through bipartisan congressional delegations to Nigeria, and close partnership with the Trump administration. Nigeria has become the most dangerous place in the world to practice the Christian faith, as jihadist networks exploit weak enforcement and limited accountability to carry out sustained and coordinated violence against civilians. Committee members witnessed firsthand the devastating consequences for innocent communities, regional stability, and U.S. national security interests. The report makes clear that failure to confront these threats only emboldens terrorist actors and accelerates further violence, underscoring that protecting religious freedom and countering extremism require clear red lines, real accountability, and decisive leadership. Thanks to President Trump's effort since returning to the White House and attention from Congress, there is a once in a generation opportunity for real change to address this 2 decades long crisis. Investigation on both committees recommended these actionable steps to align with President Trump's effort from the White House. 1. To strike a bilateral agreement between the United States and the government of Nigeria to protect vulnerable Christian communities, eliminate jihadist terror activity, further economic cooperation, and counter adversaries in the region. If they do not collaborate with the bilateral agreement, there will be no protection of the vulnerable communities of Christians. If they are not ready to eliminate the jihadist terrorist activities, there will be no further economic cooperation, and there will be no counter adversaries in the region. So, inside the first point, which says strike a bilateral agreement between the United States and the government of Nigeria to protect the vulnerable Christian communities, eliminate jihadist terrorist activity, further economic cooperation, and counter adversaries in the region. Only this first point alone has many conditions that Nigerian government must meet up before anything can even go forward. Number 2 point, implement the FY26 National Security Department of State and Related Programs Appropriation Act 2026, which withholds funding to the government of Nigeria until action is taken to stop violence against Christians. So they are going to hold Nigeria on their blockers. They are trying to tighten many of the knots, all the loopholes. Now, number 3, invoke and publicly announce the CPC presidential directives to name and shame the perpetrators of the violence. Are you listening? They have to invoke and publicly announce the country of particular concerns presidential directives to the names and shame perpetrators of this violence in Nigeria. Are Nigerian government ready to unveil all those names to the US government publicly? If they are not ready, it's going to be done by fire by force. That is why you will see more tomahawk bombing coming on the terrorists in Nigeria. If Nigerian government are not ready to release their names for public elimination so that they will not continue to exterminate the Christian communities. And when you're talking of Christian communities, remember that they are talking about you and I. Christian communities are you and I, not just those in Middle Belt, not just those in the North, not just those in the Yoruba land. Christian communities concerns and depict you and I. Are you getting the point? The next point now says implement sanctions on groups and individuals who participate in or tolerate the violence against Christians. Are you getting the point? So, will Nigeria be able to stand all this? Because only Kwankwaso and Meetiala was designated the other day, and they were shouting. Everywhere started crying. Are they ready for every other condition that are coming? Okay. Continue the visa ban restrictions for perpetrators involved in Christian violence and violations of religious freedom. Are they ready to meet up all these conditions put on the table by the US government? Now, another thing comes. Demand the repeal of Sharia law and the criminal anti-blasphemy laws. You see, this was the first condition that the US Congress gave to Nigerian government before, when they said they should repeal or remove Sharia law, Isba police from their constitution, because you can't have two different things inside the constitution. One is benefiting to one side while the rest of the constitution is against the other side of the people. And it is from this Sharia code of conduct and blasphemy anti-criminal code that they are using to slaughter all of you. And when they slaughter you, they will now go and pay more money to the jihadist terrorists, while you that has been slaughtered, nobody pays anything to you. I'm asking you now, the families of the Christians that were burned to ashes and killed and destroyed, has Nigerian government paid anything to them in compensation? No. The Nigerian government are paying money to the Boko Haram terrorists. How much? 2 billion naira before they are even able to get some people back. And they are ready to give them more conditions to get what they want, if not. Then, another point is, review and use point of leverage to compel the Fulani herdsmen to disarm. Yes, because the Fulani terrorists have been given license by Nigerian government to carry arms. While you now, you are not given license to carry arms. The Nigerian government give Boko Haram terrorists license to carry arms, including by blocking export of beef and other cattle-related products. You see, American government want to even block everything that has to do with beef and anything cattle-related from Nigeria. So they don't even know that these things has been infiltrated already, that they have sex with these animals. When they sell it to them, they will eat and then they get infected. So there are more, these are the important points here, which you need to pick. When you now go through, you read the rest of them. But this four, whether five or how many points? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These 7 points outlined here are the recommendations of the US Congress that the presidency need to invoke if Nigeria wants peace for Christians. If they don't, they should be ready to tear Nigeria like moi moi on the table and let everybody collect their share, collect their share, collect their share, and move. Yes, because we know Nigerian government will not bow to all these conditions. Yes, they don't want to remove the arms in the hands of the terrorists because they are using the terrorists as their foot soldiers, both politically and otherwise. They brought them to rig elections in 2014 and 2015. And since then, they have become citizens of Nigeria. And they are now working on a conquest agenda. So, I salute all of you. Please, support Biafra because Biafra is here. Ask Soludo and all the terrorist governors and ministers and senators. Tinubu is paying money to Boko Haram terrorists and giving them good life. While you are coming to kill us because of fighting for Biafra. Who sent you? Who led curses on you? Let God harden their heart for them to continue to attack Biafra and to attack Biafrans in Biafra land so that it will make what we are planning to come forth faster than imagined. Yes, we want it to come faster than imagined. God will use their hand to go and activate that thing that we are working on. They will go and activate that thing themselves, and then the thing will explode and it will consume all of them. And then, if the Biafra was supposed to take us 6 years, it will now take us only 1 year. But all Biafrans must rise up to support their freedom. I salute all of you. They were from here because of time. Let's play our music as we end the program.
Wake up, Biafrans. We know if we keep quiet again. Now Biafra, they call all Biafrans. Make una wake up. Make every Biafran wake up today. Jihadists, terrorists, they come. We don't see a more child. Wahala plenty, oh, my people. Make una wake up. Now, no be tomorrow. How long we go they sleep while our people they cry? They won't kill us and carry our land. That's also blood everywhere. No more silence, no more sleeping. Everybody wake up. Make I talk am well, make everybody hear. This call now for everybody will be Biafra. From Rigolat, off it from Calabar, it just from Riverside, Urobos from Delta, East Tekiri stand up, Igodo Migodos rise up, different language, different name, them divide us with artificial border, but suffer no get right, whether you there abroad or you there house, whether you get money No be time to dey sleep.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Our future day for our hand. Freedom no be free.
Sponsor your freedom today. Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Sponsor your freedom.
Donate your money today to Biafra Republic government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister
His Excellency Ogetukwu.
donate your money today to Biafra government in exile.
Under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Ogetukwu.
Stand up together,
One voice,
one people.
one direction. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up now or never.
Pastors, make una wake up. This one no be sermon, no be preaching. Prayer na good thing, but without action, prayer no go work.
Prayer without action no be anything.
Faith without action no go fit work. Elders of the land, if house dey burn, silence no be solution. Tradition leaders, kings and chiefs, una get voice, una get influence. Freedom no be free. Pastors,
Bishops, wake up and sponsor your freedom today.
tell your church members,
Donate your money to
Biafra Republic government in exile. Under the leadership of Prime Minister
His Excellency Ogetukwu.
pastors, bishops, spiritual leaders,
Wake up and donate your money.
to Biafra Republic government in exile, led by Prime Minister His Excellency
Ogetukwu.
If they take over your land, they go turn your churches to mosque. If they capture Biafra land, everybody go suffer. If they capture Biafra land, nobody go fit talk about church again. Unity na power, na action be the only solution. Your voice get power. Stand up for your mama, stand up for your wife, stand up for your pikin. If we join hands, nobody fit conquer us. No wait for another person. Now you Biafra they wait for.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
No be time to sleep again.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Our future day for our hand.
And just know they delay.
Stand as one.
Make them hear our word for. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up now or never. Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Everybody rise. No delay.
Wake up, Biafrans, wake up.
Today na the day we must choose our destiny. Our destiny.